Hola everyone. Today is the 14th of March 2016 and you are at the webinar of Pioneering to Empower. So thank you guys. I'm Kelly B and we're going to talk a little bit about Nexxus University today and how it's so important for all of us to get educated so we can go out, we can get certified and help pave the way for other people as well. If you haven't been in your back office this morning, it has a new look. So just a very easy way for you to check exactly what's going on in your business and your home-based business, and also to keep you informed and help you with your team as well. So I was going to play a video this morning, but I'm not going to be able to play it unless Kellyanne comes on in a little while. You have to have an Apple computer to hear the videos on the GoToWebinars. So anyway, but I did pull up a couple of other articles. Again, guys, get real familiar with your Nexxus University back office. I do show this right here. I think this message right here of what's happened from 1970 to the present time. Millionaires were made in the 1980s. Billionaires were made at the turn of the century. Well, what do you think comes next? I don't know if we'll make trillions or not, but as Bob says a lot of times, what we're facing here in the cryptocurrency industry is bigger than both the PC and the internet combined. It is, guys. Everybody deals with money. So this affects everyone. You made a choice whether you wanted a PC in your house. You made a choice whether you wanted to be part of the internet. So taking that in mind, you really don't have a choice. Well, I mean, you can get off grid as much as you want to, but somewhere down the line, the majority of us, I would say, a good, I don't know, I'm just putting numbers out there. Well, 100% of us barter in some way or another. The majority, and it's probably up around at least 60, 70, 80% of us use some form of paper. Maybe not. I mean, there's 4.5 billion that are unbanked, so they may have some form of paper of their own in their own communities I'm not aware of. But what the cryptocurrency does and what the industry does is really it awakens the world to those being enslaved and held back by the bankers, and it just really puts us in power. It's the freedom of currency, it's the freedom of speech, it's the freedom for the people to actually be in a currency where they can control the value. Doesn't matter how much of that paper you spend, you cannot give it more purchasing power. You just can't, because you're not in control of it. It's centralized, controlled, where value's taken out and never put back in. That's called rent sinking economy. I talk about that a lot. Rent sinking economy is where value is taken out and no value is given back in. So that's why your purchasing power of your dollar is only at 4% now, compared to 1913, when the Federal Reserve actually private corporation was established. It's not federal, there's no reserve, and it's not a bank. We can get into that more detail if you want to sometime. But anyway, just wanted to lay that platform out there for those of you that haven't heard it. So this right here in the front part of your website truly gives people the picture of what's going on. Not just from, catch on to the new industry, which to me is a great message. Yes, catch on to it. I miss the internet.com. The dot-com boom. I miss the PCs too, but I'm not missing this one. I got positioned in early, and you guys did too. And you need to really pinch yourself and say, why me? Why am I leading the way here, which you actually are doing? You're on this call right now, either on the phone or on your computer. You're listening in. You're making a change. So it's very important that you get out there and you can speak, walk the talk and talk the walk. The courseware does it very beautifully. We've had those that have taken it for the first time, said it's very professional, very well done. We've had those looking over it again and say, I pick out things I missed the first time around. It's there for you to go over and over again, plus many, many other avenues, and I'll show you some of those today. Just, messing around myself, just Google and YouTubing. But the first homepage right here explains a lot of what we just need to know to get people positioned. Empower yourself with education. We know knowledge is the true wealth. So this little video on the front page, it's short, it's to the point. And then just people can go through and check out the certification program, the affiliate opportunity, whatever they're interested on. You give somebody your website and say, hey, read the first page. If you like what you see, choose the certification program, or if you want a home-based business and earn some free Bitcoin, choose the affiliate opportunity and move on. You know, you've given them all you need to. It's not your job to educate. That's what the courseware is doing. Not to say that you need to cut anybody off, but, you know, you don't need to say anymore, because when we talk, when you're talking with somebody, a lot of it goes in one ear and out the other, right? But when somebody visually can see something and they can do it at their own pace and they can take notes, they're apt to take in more, and their brain remember more of it, their mind remember more of it. So just keep that in mind. Don't feel like you have to know everything to start. You don't. Look, none of us do. And those that think that we do, I wouldn't. I would question that, because none of us are know-it-alls, right? So anyway, we all got a lot to learn. This is a evolving industry, and we're at the very forefront of it. What we're going to see in 5 years from now, 5 years from now, is going to be amazing to what we're seeing now. And another key is, don't be overwhelmed. Enjoy this. I'm going to show you some stuff today. I love the fun of the industry. I think it's pretty incredible, and I just like what I come across in my researches, and just to see the fun that's happening, just to see the true elevation of the people coming together and making great changes, good positive changes. One of these articles is Rainforest Foundation to support a new digital currency and environmental protection bid. I'm going to plug this coin for several reasons, but one, I really think it would be a great coin for our ATM. Bob has stated our ATMs will also have other coins beside Bitcoin, GCR coin, and the Nexxus coin. That, you know, he will support some of those other coins. I think it's phenomenal. This is one I would like to see. So the Rainforest Foundation has announced that it will utilize a new digital currency to help support its global forest protection efforts, called BitSeeds. The digital currency will be used to help fund the Rainforest Foundation as it supports the global cause. The organization was founded in 1989 by singer-songwriter Sting and his wife. Sting's always been one of my favorite, with the goal of preserving natural habitats in the Amazon River region. BitSeed will use mixture of proof of work and proof of stake, with 100 million coins pre-mined and set aside in a multi-signature wallet that will generate quarterly interest. A nonprofit organization called BitSeed Foundation, which is currently being registered in the state of Nevada, will hold custody of the funds, with the Rainforest Foundation acting as one of the key holders of that wallet. It also goes to say that the New York-based Bitcoin payment processor Coin.co is also leading support, in the initiative handling BitSeed transactions as part of the project will involve seeking out merchants who will adopt the currency. So we'll put the link. Well, I'll read this last little statement. Rainforest Foundation Executive Director Suzanne told CoinDesk in an interview that work on the project started nearly a year ago after the group was approached by a developer who is spearheading the project. But anyway, we'll put this link down below the recording today, and this was published April 17th of 2015. Just great things, guys. Preserving the planet. I'll support that. I love that. Another article I pulled today, and my internet may be a little slow, so I might be going in and out, hopefully not, but it's about cryptography. And I'm not going to read the whole article. I haven't finished reading the whole article yet. I've read the first couple of pages, and what I read, I really like the education behind it. Here's another thing that I would like to see maybe added as a little nugget in our courseware. I think it's pretty neat. The history of codes and ciphers goes back almost 4,000 years ago, a time during the early Egyptian civilization when scribes told the story of their masters' lives using the unusual cryptographic or something. the inceptions were not secret writings, but incorporated one of the essential elements of cryptography, an international transformation of writing so that only certain people could read it. 4,000 years ago, guys. And the title of this article, which we can also put at the bottom of the recording, is Cryptography and Secrets and Security Services, Mechanisms and Applications. I just think that, I know that we're going to bringing out another courseware on security. This might be great, part of great education there to add. It's kind of a long article from what I remember, but I'm going to look forward to finish reading this today. I just think, great to know the history, just like the history of money, know the history of security services, right? So I found that, and then also I wanted you guys to know, and then this is stuff you guys can find out there too. I found this on bitcointalkradio.com. I haven't listened to any of their stuff really, but it might be something that I start listening to, Bitcoin Radio Talk. But one of the first things he talks about is the hot events of 2016. Some of these might be in your area, and you can always Google Bitcoin conferences, those kind of things, but the ones that are still available, and I'll stop the page scrolling in a minute when it gets to where I want it to. I'm getting ahead, but we still got events in April in Denmark and United Kingdom and New York, and May in New York, and in Hong Kong in May, and then they're going to, I'm sure the rest of the calendar is out somewhere. So if you're in New York or London or Copenhagen and you're certified in cryptocurrency, what a great place to go and hand out some business cards and, come back with some education for us, right? But anyway, so that kind of stuff's out there. You can also just learn a little bit on your own by going to these type of forums and joining in these discussions and letting people know, hey guys, there's altcoins out there that are supported by an educational courseware. I want to learn more about it, those kind of things. Join in the conversation. It's a great way to build your business, to get on these forums that you've already crossed over. A lot of these people don't need the education, but they come across people just like you and I do that do need the education, that don't understand cryptocurrency. So even if these are very knowledgeable cryptocurrency gurus, they're still running across the same things you and I are, and they don't want to spend all their time trying to educate because they've moved on to the next level, the higher level of learning more about security per se, or learning more about the blockchain, or whatever their interest is, because there's many out there in this industry. So they're not going to want to be just continuously going over the history of money or the starting. It's like, here, go sign up for this courseware and let me know when you finish and let's talk. So just a great way to hand it off to somebody. Teach people to be self-educators. Teach people self-responsibility, because that's what we're moving into. That's a lot of what this industry is about, is the answers you have within inside of yourself. Go and take control of yourself again, instead of being a sheep and following the herd. Do this, go to work 9 to 5 and do exactly what you're told and get in that line of traffic. I've seen it before. I've seen the diagram where it says you live in a box, you get in a box, a car to drive to work, and you go and work in a box. And it's breaking out of that illusionary box, really. We love our house, of course, and our cars and our places of business and so forth, but we are breaking out of those illusionary boxes and making better for ourselves. One of the other videos I looked at today, which was really great, but it was just telling about a guy that he was in that mundane life, that Monday life that Gary mentioned earlier, where it was just, it's gotten to where people even working 9 to 5, the salaries that you're making today don't give you the same level of lifestyle that it did 20 years ago, because your purchasing power has declined. So either the wife's gone to work, or the husband's gone to work, or somebody's taken a second job, or you've downsized, or you've cut out, or hey, maybe you're one of the lucky ones like us, and you got a home-based business, and you got your light bulbs turned on. You see the light. And if you're really, really lucky like we are, you've adopted cryptocurrency as being your currency of choice out of the central bankers, because you want to be a part of the solution and not part of the problem. So whether it takes us 6 months to truly get out of their system, or whether it takes us 6 years, the fact of the matter that you're taking one step a day or one step a minute doesn't matter. You're taking the steps, and that's the important part. Pat yourself on the back. That's what it's all about. Kudos to you for being here, and kudos to all of you who continue to show up every day and just get more educated. So with that said, let me, does anybody have any comments they want to add there? I wish Floyd, I know he's on his phone. I wish I could get him on. I don't think I can. Floyd, can you hear me? Can we hear you?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, he's still sick. But anyway, I know you have something to comment here, and we haven't had you comment in a long time. So I know you're not feeling all that well, but love to hear your comments here today.
Well, I'm pretty hoarse today. Well, yeah, I'm really interested in what you were saying, because Bitcoin is or all altcoins are really the wave of the future. And well, actually, they're here now. So they're really what we're doing right now is we're riding that wave, and the exciting part is that we're in early enough that whatever happens in the industry, it's just going to be to our benefit. And I see things happening all the time in altcoin that surprise me, that I never even thought about. So when as we get more experience in this area, we can be movers and shakers. That gives us that ability to really send that we never even planned on doing. And so I think this is really an exciting industry, and that's basically all I can say today, because I'm having a hard time talking.
Yeah, it sounds like it. Well, I do appreciate that input. And, Floyd's 76 years old, and he's very awake to the matrix, and he's very well positioned here in cryptocurrency. And he is very good at explaining this to a lot of people as well. He hasn't been able to complete his certification yet because he has such a slow internet connection, but I know he's working on it real soon. So thanks for your input there, Floyd.
Oh, you're welcome.
All right. Does anybody else want to add anything to the call today? All right then. Well, Gary, you got anything to say? If not, we'll wrap it up. And I will also, the video I was going to show today, I'll have Kelly put it also down at the bottom. It's a 12-minute video. I think you will enjoy, from Press for Truth. And anyway, so hopefully that'll be something else you can watch and enjoy and share around. So Gary, you got anything you want to add before we close it out today?
Just that what you're sharing, Kelly, just again shows that we are just at the tip of the iceberg, that this information keeps coming out, that we are right there. We are positioned right there. And the more the people become educated, they will see it themselves and be able to, with the same enthusiasm and excitement, share it with those around them, because it is coming out all over. And no, we just keep on keeping on. This is a great thing. Great job.
Absolutely, absolutely. And you guys keep inviting people to these calls. It will be life-changing. Go change somebody's life today and share the link with them. Also, after I stop the recording today, please stay on. We're going to do a special little tapping session. So thanks guys for being here today. I appreciate it. Again, go out and share this information. Get people on these calls. Let's be the changers and the movers and the shakers that lead this industry into a new world, okay? A new planet. Thanks for being here, guys. Love to you all. Feel better, Floyd.